Hey everyone, welcome to Beauty News with Wendy, the weekly show where I share with you the latest trending news. This is episode 9. Let's get started. As the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens get closer, CoverGirl has released photos of the exclusive Star Wars collection. The collection will feature 6 new colorlicious lipsticks, shades including gold and silver, new nail gloss shades, and 10 special Star Wars package supersizer mascara with Star Wars quotes. The collection will be available on September 4th. So this is basically an update of the piece of news that I covered a couple episodes back. So now the movie's coming out in just about 4 months. The collection's going to come out. I am super duper excited. You know I'm going to be hunting for these things. I love all the colors of the lipstick. If you saw the swatches in the photos earlier, they all kind of have like a metallic finish to all of them, which I think is pretty perfect because it's a Star Wars galactic kind of, feel to it. So I think that's great. The gold and silver, while I think it's really cool, I don't think it's great for practical everyday use. Maybe the gold more so than the silver. Unless you're a makeup artist and you're creating, looks and stuff for photo shoots every day or more often. Unless, who knows, if you're able to rock a really cool frosty silver lip, why not go for it? I mean, it's there, you can buy it. So I think that's great. I know I'm definitely going to want the purple one and like a nude rose gold one. I don't know how good that's going to look on my lips, but I really, 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 really want it. As far as the nail polishes go, I think they're great. I don't think I'm going to purchase any because if you saw my collection, I have way too many of similar colors, and the packaging really isn't special for me to want to collect it. But what I'm really going to want is the mascara because, yes, I already have a supersizer mascara, but that one doesn't have a Star Wars quote on it. And I was talking to my husband, I was like, honey, I'm going to have to pick one. I'm not going to get 10. And I just saw him visibly like, thank gosh he's not getting 10, because really I would not need 10 of the same mascaras, guys. I really wouldn't. But there's quotes on it, and I read him all the quotes, and I was like, which one? If I had to pick one, which do you think I should get? And he said, you should totally get the one that says do or do not, there is no try. It's a Yoda quote. So it's perfect, and as long as I can find it, great. I may or may not also want to pick up the one that says, may the force be with you. But this is all based on the fact that I can actually find it. I feel like when they have exclusive releases like this, there's somebody waiting by the trucks at the loading docks at whatever store there is and taking all of them because I have such hard times hunting these exclusive things down. But you bet I am going to be going from store to store until I can find what I want. All right, moving on to the next segment that I would like to call Shop or Drop. Basically, I picked out a bunch of products I want to talk to you about and let you know whether I would shop it or drop it. Watch out, Birchbox. Sephora just hopped on the beauty subscription service train. Soon, beauty lovers can pay $10 a month for a beauty products box called Play by Sephora. Test marketing starts in Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, and Boston. The box will also include a playbook, giving users access to one-on-one tutorials in Sephora stores and a Spotify playlist. I'm totally going to shop it. You go, Sephora, for hopping on that train. I am not a subscriber for any of the Birchboxes or Ipsy or anything like that. I think it's cool, but hey, the nerd in me wants to subscribe to Loot Crate before I subscribe to a beauty subscription box. But what I like is that Sephora, I don't feel like we're going to get those like foil samples that sometimes people get in Birchboxes. I've seen them complain about things like that. I think we'll only get either full size or deluxe sample sizes at the least. So I think that's really exciting. And Sephora, they have obviously all, high-end products, and it's not just going to be makeup, it'll be skincare, it'll be fragrances hopefully, so I think that's cool. The playbook, so you can go in the store getting one-on-one tutorials, I think that's awesome, and it brings people, smart marketing, Sephora, because it brings people into the store. And what do you do when you're at a makeup store? You're gonna look around and then, I'll just take this one, and then later you have like 4 things and $100 later you're like, what happened? So I think that's awesome. And also the Spotify playlist is a great idea, because who doesn't jam to music when they are doing their makeup? I know I do. So I really can't wait. I think they're going to probably push it out to the public, hopefully, if it all goes well, 2016, but I haven't heard otherwise. Wendy Zomner, founder of Urban Decay, showed us a sneak peek of the latest Vice palette. Since eyeshadow is my vice and I'm in Las Vegas, what better time to send out a sneak peek of the latest Vice palette? There's no word on the release date of the newest Vice palette. Well, I am actually going to drop this one because while I love Urban Decay, and I own multiples of their palettes. For the Vice palette, because it's bright and it's poppy and it's in your face colors, and the colors are gorgeous on the swatches. There's 20 shadows in this new palette. I just don't feel like if you have the first one or the second one, like you don't, how many is there? Is this the third one? I'm not even sure. But let's just say you have one. I just don't see the colors being so much different that you need to run out and get the second one, especially when it's priced. Usually they're anywhere between like $50 to $56 or something like that for the Vice palette. So I just don't see, if you have one already, you have to go and collect them. Like, and I guess I can say the same thing about the Naked palettes, which is why I skipped the third one, but I am going to go ahead and get the Naked Smoky. That's a whole different topic. Let's go back to the Vice palette. So I think it's great. The swatches are beautiful. There's 20 shadows, and Urban Decay they don't skimp when it comes to, their products. So I think it's great, but I really just don't think it's practical for one person to have multiple Vice palettes, if you know what I mean. Christian Louboutin, the famous designer behind that elegant pump with the red sole, has released a lipstick line. There are 36 available in 3 different finishes: satin, matte, and sheer. And on your lips is not the only way to wear it. The lipstick can also be worn as jewelry around your neck. This super luxurious lippy can be yours for $90. You guys, drop based on the price alone. It is obviously a couture item. It's obviously a statement lippy piece. It's not just like something you just throw on casually. It's a luxurious item, so obviously a hefty price tag is going to come with it. But I really think $90, like, is this thing maybe it's made in gold? I don't know. It's really, really expensive. And I had the same thought when Louboutin released their nail polish. It was $50 or something like that. I was like, really? Like, what am I purchasing? Am I purchasing the product, or am I purchasing like the name brand? Probably more so the name brand. So, but what I do like is that Louboutin, because they're a couture and it's a designer and it's fashion, I love the shape of the lippy. I think it's all of them. Like, if they weren't $90, if they were a little bit more affordable, I actually wouldn't mind getting one because they look so cool. And bonus, you can actually wear the bullet or the lipstick as a necklace. There's a little loop on the top, and you can just thread a really strong chain. Don't lose that $90 lipstick, and wear it around your neck as a statement necklace, as a fashion piece. And that also makes retouching super easy. So instead of looking in your purse like, hey, hold on, let me get my, you're digging in there, you can just be like, oh, hold on, unclip, and just, okay, I'm on my way, let's go. So I think that's great, but the $90, it's such a hefty price that just like, if you're a student in college or something and you're not a millionaire, why would you drop $90 on a lipstick? All right, guys, this last segment of the show is called Product Spotlight, and this week I am spotlighting dry shampoos. So as you can see, I have recently, let me just make sure that it looks right in the camera. I recently colored my hair. I've wanted purple hair forever. If you follow me on Instagram, there's better pictures of it. Because you can't really see it in this light, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something that's subtle, and you can kind of just see it when the light hits it, and my hairdresser did such a great job. I love it. So, but with color hair, it means you don't want to wash your hair as often, even if you have color safe shampoo, because it'll continue to strip the color that you got put in. So what I'm trying to do is wash my hair a little bit less, trying to go longer. And what I'm using to help with that is, one, not touching my hair so much, and two, I'm using dry shampoos. So my favorite brand is the Batiste. I think that's how you say it, Batiste dry shampoo, and I have 2. This one's the normal like white one, and it smells floral, and I love it. It's very light. This one is for brunette hair. Obviously, when I had just regular dark brown hair, this is what I use, so the white powder wouldn't peek through. But I was running from work to somewhere else, and I needed a dry shampoo. I just needed a touch up, and nothing will do except for dry shampoo. So I ran to CVS, and they didn't have the Batiste that I wanted. So I rummaged through the aisle, and I found this one, and it's by Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. And believe it or not, I've been actually it's almost empty. I'm reaching for this a little bit more than my Batiste ones, which is saying that I kind of like this just a little bit more. It's also a little bit cheaper, but really I try not to play favorites. I mean, I use them all equally. The brunette one a little bit less now because I don't know if the brown's going to cover up like the purple, so I'm just kind of staying away from this one until further notice. And then I picked up an extra one because I wanted it a small travel size one for my office in case I need a refresher throughout the day. So I picked up this one. It's dry shampoo. I've never tried this one, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know how it is. If you want like a quick review on it, just let me know in the comments below. I'll go ahead and do it for you. I'll definitely be using it really, really soon. And yeah, dry shampoo is the way to go, especially if you've just recently colored your hair. You don't want the color to be washing out. And it's also not good to be washing your hair every single day. You're stripping your hair of all the natural oils and all that stuff. So dry shampoo, go with it, especially if you have oily scalp, oily roots. They can be your best friend. Alright guys, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe and share. Also, I would like to start taking your questions, so please feel free to send them to me via Twitter @WendyLeeZaney with #BeautyNewsWithWendy.